one of the things that this past week, I don't know why I never watched it, but it struck me is, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I have a degree in journalism from the very prestigious University of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was completely a sheep back then. Like I was a sheep. I don't know. The TV told me something and I just well, this was what the TV said. So, and I remember being in a journalism class and it was taught by the dean of the school and he was actually really good. And I didn't think about it till this week when something popped up on my YouTube, but in that class, he started out telling us about in 1975, there was a journalist who had a really successful and compelling morning show and was kind of poised to be like the next big news guy and next Walter Cronkite. Everyone loved him. He was really good, really engaging. And then in 1976, he did a broadcast, and I don't know the right word for it, but like a series on the JFK assassinations, and was almost immediately by all of mainstream media called
a kook,
a conspiracy theorist.
Okay, yeah.
And he was really like run out of town and like not taken seriously by anybody in mainstream media.
And this
was the
name of Phil?
No. No, it was way before then. He would have had his hair back then, probably. Yeah. It was Geraldo Rivera.
I think. So, sorry, we'll stick
with
JFK.
Tell me what you think.
I thought you were going to bring up, didn't he do a thing where he was looking in caves for something?
He did that too.
A series. Okay.
I think he did a series of wacky things after.
Okay, but this was, he was on a trajectory of like a Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Right?
And I remember in college kind of not understanding what the professor was saying because I was a sheep and I was kind of like, well, of course, if you did a broadcast on
Only
Kennedy, like
crazy people do that.
Yeah, you're a conspiracy nut and you're out of the, and then now I'm thinking, I think that what he was saying was a little deeper, my professor, which was, there's some things that, if you touch these subjects, you could be put on a list. And he was kind of warning us, like, there's a line that you don't cross. And that line was JFK. And I think now, if you go back and look at it, I found it on YouTube, it's not a wacky broadcast. It is, he's interviewing Lee Harvey Oswald's mother. Okay.
Not crazy. Yeah.
Well, maybe crazy, but definitely somebody that should be interviewed.
Yeah, that's what I'm
interviewing
saying.
Jack Ruby's sister. Again, could be crazy, but it's not like these are firsthand witnesses. Right, yeah. These are people that actually knew people involved, and he's asking them about their, interviewing Jack Ruby's friend from the nightclub that says that he kicked Lee Harvey Oswald out of the nightclub before the assassination, obviously, that he had some sort of interaction with him and said, "Don't come back in here, you communist," or something like that. Mm-hmm. And, it could be a lie, but the point is, if you watch that broadcast with Geraldo, I think it could be a case study for the development of the weaponization of the word conspiracy theorist.